The Nerd Nation is now 500 members strong.
What? 500? That's a lot!
Welcome and hello, my brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation. I, as always, am Jim, and I'm here to bring you. I was pondering what I should do for a while. We've been growing very quickly and almost too fast because I don't have much time to take it in. Certainly, I'm trying to put out 2 or 3, sometimes 4 videos a day, and certainly trying to catch up on some different things as far as other series I want to get into. But this is what I was going to put together here for the 500th subscriber special, I guess you would call it. And instead of you having to sit here and endure me for my face for 5 or 6 or whatever minutes, I thought I would do a brief intro. Thank you all very much. And then what I'm going to do is we're actually going to flash up, and they're going to be in 15-20 second intervals, all the art that I have put together for One Piece throughout these first 500 subscribers. And then, of course, I will talk over it and briefly describe, what I can remember about at what point I decided to do that character, if it was a request from a subscriber or, or even another reviewer. And then we'll take it from there. So, again, thank you very much. I truly am enjoying, the ride and having a good time with this. And I think we will just leave it at, that. So, hope you enjoy. I remember when I decided to first draw Zoro. He is a fan favorite, but was certainly real nervous about it being a new style that I had never done before. But turned out pretty well, I think. Buggy was a different story. I used some reference, but tried to make it more of my traditional comic book / portrait style. And again, it seemed to turn out pretty nice. It was different, that's for sure. And this one was the first time that I tackled drawing Luffy. I'm not too happy with it. I think it turned out okay, but ultimately, I think as any type of artist or aspiring artist, you think you could do better. So, this was a picture that I found, actually, and I used a reference of a color picture I found from Nami online. And I think it turned out pretty good. I have since drawn her a couple times again and think that those turned out better. Usopp, when he was introduced there in the 3rd arc, I immediately was drawn to the character within a couple chapters and just decided I need to draw him. So this was drawn in more of a comic book style. And then, of course, we have my second attempt at Luffy. Again, this was just a reference picture that I pulled, from a site online and from Google Images, I think, or somewhere through Google. And it was in color, but I tried to do my best with it. This was actually drawn after we did the live stream, and it was created, just kind of as a nice thing to do as a gesture of kindness for Zoro Fanboy 124. Obviously, as his name states, he does like Zoro. Sanji was a character that actually, when I drew, he just looked like a cool character, and I kind of liked his attitude. But when I drew him, I didn't even know if he was going to be a mainstay or character in the manga, in the series. And this one I thought was kind of cool. I was looking ahead in my next volume, for the chapter numbers to do my thumbnails, and I thought, man, I could probably draw that. So I pretty much, tried to copy it, reference, page for page or hand for hand. This one actually was done at the request of a subscriber on Instagram, and I wound up being able to pull this from a small thumbnail that he had kind of sent me. It was a color picture. And this was another shot that was taken. Obviously, Hawkeye is a fan favorite, and he is pretty badass and pretty badass looking with that sword. So it was something that I just grabbed some reference and went to town. This was my second attempt at drawing Nami. I know I didn't shade in the tattoo, but honestly, I was just trying to get better at the solid lines that you use for the manga style, and you kind of simplify it as compared to comic book style. This was actually just a direct reference page that I took that I thought looked really cool. It was a double-page spread in one of the volumes, volume 7, I believe, 6 or 7, and turned out pretty cool. So, Gin was a neat-looking character, and honestly, once he kind of came out that he was the battle commander and not just some deck swabber, I thought that his tonfas with those metal balls in the end looked really sick, so just decided to draw him. This picture of Sanji was actually done for King of Lightning. Sanji's a big fan of Sanji's, and it did it for him as a gesture of I don't know, just gesture of kindness. He's a cool guy, and sent it to him. And this one I did to kind of kick off our long park, the Ark. It obviously, as the name incites, Arlong is one of the main characters of the main bad guy. So I put it together and thought it would look cool. And this was one I was just kind of screwing around, seeing, as I'm an aspiring artist, whether it be manga or comic book, I was really just trying to go and see if I could pull and draw like a quick page from manga. Well, brothers and sisters, that concludes our initial journey, our initial voyage. Remember, though, too, that the Nerd Nation is all about just being who you are, and it's okay. Doesn't matter what you like, or, we're all just here to come together. And certainly everyone who comments and sends messages and all that, it really helps. I mean, it truly does. It shows that we're a good community and that we're strong. And that's the bottom line. Everybody is coming here for some sort of enjoyment, to be entertained. And as long as you're having a good time and being entertained, I'm certainly having fun doing this. And we're going to continue to do it, and we're going to continue to grow. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, brothers and sisters. And of course, feel free to hit the like button if you think I deserve it. And, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Once again, from the bottom of my heart, from my family to you and yours, thank you very, very much, Nation.
Thanks for joining the Nerd Nation. Catch you in the next one.